I don't mean to interrupt your breakfast, Bishop Carpenter. We met last night. My name is Max Holden. I'm a friend of Maggie's.
I remember perfectly well who you are.
Yeah, well, last night, the circumstances under which we met were, well, shall we say, awkward. And I just wanted to make sure you understand what you saw when you came in.
No need. Please excuse me.
No, please excuse me, Bishop, because I need to make sure you're straight about your daughter.
Kelly, I'm sorry. I'm really, really sorry. I know how you feel.
Oh?
Oh. How much did you have to drink?
Too much. I'm never touching alcohol again.
Uh-huh.
Please, don't tell his and her holiosity. If your cousin, the Reverend Dweeb, finds out that I was that drunk, I'll get a sermon that'll run to Memorial Day. I'll tell you, no one can make your life a living hell like a man of God.
Tell me about it.
I will take hell before I'm moving back in with Aunt Dorian. Or Joey.
Yes. Joey, please. I mean, just call her. Call Kelly and tell her she can move back in with you.
I told her already, all right?
She probably didn't want to sit here and watch you and Dorian get back together again. But I must say, I am pretty happy that you're not going to be seeing her over your vacation. Dorian, I mean.
Look, Jess, I want to see Dorian. I might as well tell you the whole story. Listen, I'm not going to Bermuda with the guys. I'm going with Dorian.
Does Mom know that?
No, and I think it would be best if I told her the whole story when I got back. She's right behind me, isn't she?
Told who? What whole story?
The heroin she inhaled didn't do any serious damage.
How desperate she must have been. To steal a packet and snort it, not even knowing what drug it was.
Yeah, well, it says here that she's been doing so much cocaine it is evidence of damage to her body.
Oh, permanent?
No.
Thank God. Let's not talk about that now.
What's a nice Jewish girl like me doing in a place like this?
St. Anne's has the best rehab facility in the county.
Now, if you'll sign these papers, we can get you admitted, Rachel.
May I see these?
Hank, wait a minute. Rachel has to sign these herself. It has to be her choice or it's not going to work. You ready to do this?
You're absolutely right, Mrs. Buchanan. Treatment will be most effective if Rachel signs herself in here willingly. You need to make a serious commitment to this program, Rachel.
What's going to happen to me here?
Well, you won't be having much fun. You're lucky. in that your involvement with heroin was accidental and one time only. You're not physically dependent, so you won't have to deal with heroin withdrawal. That is often the worst.
What about anything else?
Withdrawal from any chemical substance is an ordeal. You may experience palpitations, tremors, nausea, although withdrawal from cocaine doesn't usually involve those symptoms. In the beginning, you'll mostly feel the way you probably feel right now. Very tired.
I'm totally exhausted.
For your first few days with us, you'll most likely just sleep. And we'll try to leave you alone as much as possible. Although the doctors will want to monitor your condition. And we will expect that you'll be fairly irritable.
Is that a polite understatement?
Yes, it certainly is. You will go through a craving cycle. That will be the worst period. But once we get you through that first craving, things will get much easier. But it's one day at a time, Rachel. And in the end, it isn't up to us. It's up to you. There aren't any miracle cures.
Not even here?
Not anywhere.
Stop by to bring you some sunblock. I didn't think you and your buddies would remember that. Oh, well, there you go. Goes to show Mother doesn't know everything anymore, does she?
You can never have too much sunblock, right?
Oh, that's Chris.
Hi, how you doing?
Good.
I thought I just might walk you over to school. If we still... Oh, hi, Miss Carpenter. How are you? Joey, how you doing?
Hello, Christian. It's very nice to see you.
Okay, Mom. See you later.
Okay. Have a good day in school.
Yeah, that's a contradiction in terms.
Oh, all right. Well, we'll see you later then.
Yeah, have fun.
Thanks, Joe.
Christian, I can't believe you came all the way over here to take me all the way back to school.
Well, I woke up thinking about you. And I figured, you know, why run into you later when I could just come over and see you now?
We better get back to school.
Yeah.
Joey, I think I'm old enough to know the truth. What's the whole story that you were going to tell, I assume, me?
Okay, I'm not going to Bermuda with the guys.
Okay.
I'm going with Dorian.
Joey's right about one thing. I break whatever I touch.
Well, yeah, I'll trade you. Don't break this.
What is that?
This? Oh, well, once every year, the creature from the Lantana Lagoon sheds its scaly skin, and then if it's brewed in a potion, along with, like, 3 newt's eyes and black cat bones and just a dash of John the Conqueror root, you'll have eternal life. Kelly, take it. I promise you, you feel a whole lot better. It's just parsley and herbs.
Don't
And
say it again.
I promise you, it's a miracle cure.
No, thank you.
Okay.
Will it really work?
I don't know. I haven't fixed it yet.
No, I mean this. This mush you made me.
Oh, yeah, that'll work. Took me through my misspent youth. Although I like to think I'm still misspending my youth. Yep, there were many, many a night I would go out and get roaring drunk And I'd end up picking up the first guy I'd meet.
You're kidding.
Oh, no. No. You know what, you need to drink that before it settles. Anyway, the only requirement I had for these guys was that they be somebody that my father would absolutely loathe. And that about covered the field. I remember once I sobered up and I was on this bus headed toward Boise, Idaho, with this guy who won first prize in an Elvis Presley look-alike contest. Hey, Cal. Trust me. So, what sent you around the bender last night?
I let David Vickers get me drunk because I wanted to die. It just never occurred to me dying would hurt this much.
Why did you think you wanted to die?
Because I am tired of being the stupid jerk I am. You know, I mean, ever since I saw Joey and Dorian in bed together, I have turned into some kind of raving lunatic.
Well, you know, there are certain things that drive people insane, although I don't think that Joey and Dorian's names are on the list.
You want to know what? First, I started yelling, screaming at Dorian, you know, and telling her she has to leave Joey alone. Then, last night, I got into a huge fight with Joey.
About Dorian?
No. He saw me kissing David, which I was doing just so Joey'd get mad.
Well, what did he do?
He got mad.
So that's good. That's what you wanted, right?
Yeah. But you know what? Like, once I start hollering at people, I really never know what's ever going to come out of my mouth.
What do you mean, like toads?
Well, Toads probably would have been better. I told him I saw him in bed with Dorian.
Toads would have been better.
Then, I said all kinds of other, you know, horrible, insulting, cruel, juvenile things to him, and now I just want to take it all back. You know, or die. But like I said before, the dying part's not as simple as I thought.
I know what you mean about taking it back. I know exactly what you mean.
Last night, I was just about to drive Maggie to Baltimore to see you when I don't know what happened. We got a little sidetracked, and I was just teaching her how to make a martini. I happen to own a tavern across town. Yeah, well, anyways, I guess she got the lid on the shaker wrong or something because it exploded all over us, which is kind of appropriate because, well, Maggie kind of has a history of, well, it's becoming a tradition now of spilling things on me. But anyway, what I want you to understand is that what you walked in on last night was all my fault, and I am truly sorry if you and your daughter got off on the wrong foot because of me.
No need to apologize. The ensuing heated discussion between my daughter and myself wasn't about anything other than the fact that Maggie has not learned to control her temper.
Yeah, well, she does have a tendency to speak her mind.
That's a generous way of putting it. You also might say she takes pleasure in provocation for its own sake and delights in making a public spectacle of herself, which may explain why she has failed at everything she's ever tried to do.
Failed? Well, she's hardly a failure. She's teaching up in Boston, and it sounds to me like she's very good at it.
Oh? Well, if she's teaching up in Boston, what on earth is she doing here in Landview carousing with bartenders? I'm sorry, tavern owners. Throwing her life away, making martinis with men like you.
Men like me. Now, what exactly is that supposed to mean?
You're not the first smooth young man to make excuses to me about my daughter's behavior. Maggie's always been a magnet for the opposite sex. And she's hardly shown herself to be very particular about those with whom she chooses to socialize.
You are way out of line here. First, for the record, I am not some smooth young man that your daughter socializes with. I'm a recently widowed father of 3 kids. I'm a respected businessman. You can check with the Chamber of Commerce of Landview if you'd like to find out. I'm a member. Among my closest friends, I consider Andrew Your nephew, one of my closest, he's also my pastor, so I'd appreciate it if you do not brand me some sort of lowlife when you don't even know me. And secondly, there's nothing going on between Maggie and me.
Well, there's a first.
You know, I couldn't figure out why Maggie was so scared of going down to visit you. Now I think I understand why. But you know what I really can't figure out? Why she would even care about seeing you.
How old are your children?
I have infant twins, and my older son is 10.
Ah. Too young to disappoint you, then?
With all due respect, Bishop, and you certainly haven't earned it. You are the disappointment, not your daughter.
Trust me, I know exactly what it feels like to blurt things out in anger and regret them later. Even if what you're saying is absolutely true. Kelly, you've got to drink all of it. Come on. See, I got into a little trouble last night with my father for just that reason, and I feel really awful about it, just like you do. So, you know what? I'll make a deal with you. I'll go over there today and apologize to the old man if you will do the same with Joey and Dorian. What do you say?
No, it won't work. They both completely hate me now.
Start with Dorian. She's your aunt, and she loves you. Here.
Hi, Carlotta. Yeah, it's me. Is Aunt Dorian there? Oh. Bermuda? Well, okay. Well, just tell her that I called when she gets back. Okay, thanks.
Fine. Doesn't matter. I mean, you had the guts to call. That's all that really matters. And it's going to make it a lot easier to patch things up with her when she gets back. Okay? So, now, for the hard call.
What? Joey, I can't call him.
It's very understandable. I understand that. Face-to-face would be much better.
Then what? Then what? I mean, suddenly death now is seeming appetizing.
Look, no matter what happens between Joey and Dorian, Joey is still your friend. And from what I understand, he has no idea how you feel about him.
Well, what do I tell him?
Well, you tell him the first thing that comes to your mind when you think of Joey.
That I don't want him to be with Dorian?
No, that's about Dorian.
Okay. That I want him to be my friend.
His friend?
Okay. You want more? All right, I should tell him that I like the way he kisses, that he's the nicest person I know, that he makes me laugh, and that I'm very happy when I'm with him. I tell him all that?
Yeah. I bet he'd love to hear that.
Thought you were, dating Lael or Kelly.
No. No, Kelly and I are just friends.
I see. I thought that the relationship that you had with Dorian was over.
How can it be, Mom? I mean, it never ended. It was just interrupted.
And that was my fault.
Mom, Dorian admitted that she was using me at first just to get back at you, and then she fell in love with me, and she still loves me. I owe it to myself and to Dorian just to spend some time alone with her. I just want to find out what she means to me. Mom, say something.
I'm not going to pretend that I'm overjoyed.
No, I don't want you to pretend anything.
You know that Dorian and I have to some extent patched up our differences. But that doesn't change how I feel about you having a relationship with her. Joey. You don't understand, Joey. Dorian is a very complicated woman. She is much, much older than you are. All right, I guess I can understand that you want to try and resolve this relationship that you have with her one way or the other.
Thank you. And hey, who knows how it'll turn out? If I don't find out, I'll always be wondering, what if?
You know, you're old enough to make your own decisions. And I do trust your judgment.
Mom, are you all right with this?
Yes, I'm going to be just fine with this. I have to tell you, honey, that as far as I'm concerned, there's only one thing that's important. And that is that you are happy.
Thank you, Mom. Thank you.
I gotta get to class. But look, me and you gotta spend some time alone, okay? Sometime soon, all right?
So Amy's right? You and Chris are like official, huh? Yeah, we are. Well, he is hot. He's got to flush your reputation on the tubes. He better be worth it. Is he at least good in bed? Excuse me? Everyone thinks you're doing it, Jess. Lorna, come on. Wait a second. Why would they think that? What do you think going together means? Especially with a Latino. Okay. Lorna, let's go to Cosby class. You know what he gets like when you're late, okay? Let's go. If you really haven't slept with him yet, talk to me first. I hear Latinos are too macho to want to use protection. Lorna, come on.
Lynn? Hi. Very glad to see you.
You all right?
Yeah. Joey's back with Dorian.
What?
That's how I felt.
What happened? How did you find out?
You know this trip he's taking to Bermuda?
Yeah?
He's not going with his college buddies. He's going with Dorian. They're going together. He says she loves him. Which is much, 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 much worse than her using him to get back at me.
What about Joey? I mean, does he still return those feelings?
No, he doesn't know. He's not sure. He wants to resolve the relationship one way or the other.
Huh. Well, but he's not sure how he feels right now. Well, that's hopeful.
What if they resolve the relationship and he decides he wants to stay with her for the rest of his life? I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. I was really holding it all together when I was with him. I did not want him to see that I was upset because I thought that would probably just push him into her arms all the more.
Well, that was good thinking. But I'm not sure how you managed to pull it off.
Oh, Clint, it makes me sick. Thought of him with her, with Dorian, living in that house, wasting his youth.
I'll find myself in here only if Uncle RJ gets visiting privileges. Same as my parents.
That's fine, if that's what the family agrees to. Very well. Done.
Thank you, Rachel.
I wouldn't be here if it weren't for you.
Thank you, baby. Listen, when you get out of here, things are going to be different. I'm going to be a better father to you.
I'm so proud of you. What for?
Because you had to be strong to face this, and that takes real guts.
I'll beat this. I will. one day at a time?
It's more like 1 second at a time. I've got something for you. This is my granddaddy's old railroad watch. See, your great-granddaddy, he worked his whole life as a porter on the Mopac Railroad from St. Louis to Chicago. I always planned to give this to my child. I want you to have it now.
Oh, God, Jay, I can't.
Yeah. Look, I'm giving this to you because I think you might be needing it. See, Granddaddy was the only one in the family who seemed to understand me. Till you. He told me he'd been a real wild child himself. And well, this one time I was in all kinds of trouble. He gave me this watch. He said, Randall James, when everything's going wrong and can't do nothing, nothing wants to do you, you just keep one eye on the second hand, and you'll make it. Guaranteed.
Time to go, Rachel.
Nothing can be so bad that you've got to go back to smoking.
What do you know? That cigarette is the only thing standing between me and a major tantrum. Now, I'm going to try again, and I want you to keep your hands to yourself. Okay?
Did you ever run in with your father again?
I wish. I got myself all geared up. I was all ready to apologize. Not that I have anything to apologize for, but then I got to the front desk, and they told me that he's checked out. You know, I don't even know why I'm so shocked, because it's his M.O., you know, hit and run. Knocks me flat on my back. When I finally get back up on my feet again, he flees.
Yeah, well, speaking of butts...
No, hey.
What?
Nothing is going to stop me from having
Matt,
a major...
you don't even smoke, do you?
Well, the last time, Joey got ripped away from Dorian. I mean, there's a lot of unfinished business there. It was a doomed romance. That's a perfect first love. And Dorian, I mean, she was unjustly accused of murder, the perfect tragic heroine. I think it's just a matter of time before he stops looking at things through a romantic fog and starts seeing things as they really are.
God, I hope so. I think that so much of this is my fault. It's true. I mean, Jessica and Joey, they've been through a lot the last couple of years. You and I got a divorce. I certainly wasn't there when they needed me.
But you're there now. Joey may be grown, but he still needs a mother. What?
Must be why he's gone back to Dorian.
Hardly. Hell, he's more mature than she is. I know you blame yourself, but you really shouldn't. Yeah, I know. It caused the kids a lot of worry, but it sharpened their character. Joey is going to come through this okay, and so is Jessie.
But she seems very happy with Christian.
I like him.
He seems like a decent young fella. Maybe in time, Joey will find himself a decent young woman, and spend his time with her.
That'd be nice. I just don't want him to, run into some sort of wild romance on the rebound that Kevin did. Remember how painful that was, watching him get married to Leanne, knowing the whole thing was doomed, and yet not being able to do a thing about it. What I really want for the children is that they should have solid, real loves in their lives. I want them all to have a marriage like...
Like what? Like ours?
Listen, you're not mad at me, are you, Jess? I mean, I'm sorry I couldn't cut Lorna off earlier, but she's so crazy, with all those stupid comments, I'll actually do this and that she knows. Oh, I'm going to do that. I mean, she's just a racist. Yeah, I know. But no, I'm not mad at you, Amy. Good. Okay, so, I'm still staying over your house later, right? Yeah, definitely. But listen, my brother Joey's going out of town, so we're allowed to stay in the carriage house. Oh, cool. With the VCR. Yep. Awesome, and, every Brad Pitt movie on tape. Definitely. Amy, is it true what Lorna said before? I mean, does going together mean sleeping together? Does if you're Lorna. Why? Are you and Chris getting kind of...
Jess! Hey, guess what? You know that student art contest? I won. It's up on the bulletin board. I won $50. Yeah.
Hey, Kirsten, that's great. Yeah. Congratulations.
Thanks, Amy.
We gotta get to my next class. Okay, so, I'll talk to you later. Yeah, see you later. Bye.
Bye.
Kristen, congratulations.
Thanks.
Oh, that's great. You can put it in your college fund, right?
Yeah. Listen, you want to meet me after school? At the old art room so we could, just be alone. I'm going to go down and check with the office, make sure they know how to reach us. All three of us.
I didn't know you had Granddad's watch. I thought you pawned it a long time ago.
Yeah, I just said that to burn you up.
Yeah, well, it worked. I mean, I couldn't figure out why you would do that. You were his favorite.
Yeah, well, I guess that's true. But it kind of made things even, you being Mama, Daddy's, Grandmama, and Aunt Clara's favorite. So, no hard feelings?
No. No hard feelings.
Everything's all set at the office. I guess all we can do now is hope for the best.
All right, well, come on. I'll take you back into town. RJ. I'll see you around sometime, huh?
Yeah, sure.
Maggie, do you smoke? I always thought you were cool.
No, I don't smoke. I gave that up long time ago. I mean, do you know what these things can do to you?
Just terrible.
Don't ever get started. Sorry. I'm sorry.
No way. They can give cancer and real bad breath, too.
That bad breath will kill you. So look, you're all dressed up. Where are you going, the Arctic?
Me and my daddy going cross-country skiing. Hey, you want to come?
Oh, no, I appreciate that, Al, but I'm feeling pretty lousy today. I think I had a fight with my dad.
I know how you feel. I fight with my dad all the time. You said I'd outgrow it.
Yeah, well, I keep hoping.
Dad always says, don't sulk, Al. Right, Dad?
Yeah, right. Don't sulk, Maggie. Go skiing with us. Come on.
I don't even know how to ski.
What do you mean? I see you on the machine at the spa all the time.
Max, it's a machine. No hills, no snow. It's a machine.
My dad will teach us. He's a real good athlete. And a great coach, too.
Yeah, come on, Maggie. Go skiing with us. I'll teach you. Maybe you'll learn something to do other than spilling food and drinks on me.
Okay, fine. Fine. But don't blame me if I ski you right into the tree.
That makes me sick.
I mean, I didn't mean that I want them to have a divorce.
I know what you mean. And since we did have a wonderful marriage right up to the minute that we didn't have a wonderful marriage anymore, I didn't think it was such a bad model myself.
You know, the children aren't the only ones who've grown. You've changed. You've changed a lot. You've mellowed. You've become so accepting. It must have been awfully hard for you when you realized that your little girl wasn't a little girl anymore. That she has a boyfriend.
It wasn't easy. But right now, we're both here for Joey and Jesse, no matter what comes up for them.
Well, the children are very lucky to have you for a father. And I'm very lucky to have you for a friend.
Well, I may be a friend, but I'm also still your editor. Now, where's your op-ed piece?
It's in the mail.
Going
Did you
somewhere?
forget something? Yeah, actually to the airport, and I'm late.
Where are you going to?
Bermuda.
Funny. Dorian's going there, too.
Kelly,
You know what? Have an awesome time, Casanova.
Kelly, no, why did...
No, I can't meet you at the art room after school. You see, because Amy and Lauren are supposed to come over to sleep over, so, and my brother's gone, so we're going to stay at the carriage house, so I have to get it all cleaned up.
Oh, all right, so why don't I just come over before Amy does? I got you something. And, you know, since we can't be alone in the art room, then maybe we could be alone at your brother's house. You know, Jess, I've been wanting this for a long time.